Alaska Vlog Part 2. We went fishing, ate more delicious food at the lodge, kayaked to an island to cook salmon over a fire, and we almost got eaten by a bear. These are the last few days that Max, Sophia, and I stayed in Cordova, Alaska. That is a bear print. Thank you, Fishy, for providing our food for tonight. What? It's the start of a scary movie. First up was renting a car, and we got very lucky. We were supposed to book this months out in advance since it was their busy season, but this car was just returned before we got there. We went on a little walk when we got back to the lodge, and no big deal, just saw a bear. If it's brown, lay down. If it's black, fight back. We did not fight back, by the way. Back at the lodge, it was time for dinner. On the menu for the evening was salmon roulette with miso ikura, southwest corn chowder, pan-seared yellow eye rockfish, Thai curry with potatoes and carrots over jasmine rice, and for dessert, I had a chocolate caramel tart. The next day, chefs George and Dennis let us into the kitchen to do some cooking. We just had fun throwing down food and learning from the experts. One of the things I loved about this whole process was that there was no waste. The fish guts and carcasses were thrown back into the water in the same place that casual fishermen go to process their fish. Here, a bunch of seals are waiting to eat their fresh fish. We decided to have a movie night, so we went to the store to each grab one snack, and let me tell you, tough decisions were made.
I wanted the juju fish. You wanted the...
I don't even know if these are good sour.
But these are so chewy, but these are more like... So these are the Flamin' Hot Cheetos. We could have gone super spicy, but we're going standard spice.
Standard.
Feeling pretty good about my decision.
For dinner that night, I had broccoli salad, lentil soup, and chicken adobo over rice. Max had herb-crusted prime rib, so we split our entrees together. So the dessert wasn't that great, which was why I ate the whole thing. It was another rainy evening, which was the perfect backdrop for a couple of scary movies. And yes, if you're wondering, Max screams when he's scared. Next day, we were back in the kitchen watching Chef Dennis and Max cook a 50-day dry-aged steak. They don't call him the meat guy for nothing. It was a pretty wholesome day. Matthias came by to say hi and show off his rapping skills. We checked out downtown where I found some freaking Choco Tacos. I felt like I found gold. Had a delicious arancini, and then the fisherman next to us gave us some snacks to munch on, which was so nice of them. Pork tenderloin and cheddar polenta. And dessert was another chocolate caramel tart and the rest of Max's tiramisu.
This honestly feels like a dream sometimes.
So I'll preface this day by saying that it's probably up there in my top 10 best days of my life so far. It started off with one of the lodge guests giving me this handmade coin purse. Why is everyone here so nice? Anyway, we got some fishing gear and we went to a place to fish for Copper River salmon. It was quite the trek. through water, mud, but we made it to our first spot. I'll tell you now, I have never really liked fishing. I thought it was boring and I rarely ever caught anything, but this trip definitely changed my mind. I felt at peace while throwing the line out and pulling it back in. I guess my mind has been so crammed with ideas, events, and anxiety that this was the perfect remedy.
That is a bear print. And we're going the way it went.
We had no luck at the first spot, so we went down to a second area, and it was looking like we had no luck there as well, but then our friend Cole caught one, and then I freaking caught one. I was reeling it in while Max was recording. I was so happy. Max and Sophia were grinning. It was great. Then Max realized he didn't hit the record button, and to this day, he is still mad at himself, but I always remind him that I don't care that we didn't get the footage, because I still remember that day and that moment like it was yesterday. I remember reeling the fish in and looking over at him holding the GoPro, trying to keep it steady to get the shot as he's walking backwards. It was just such a happy moment. I don't know how to explain it.
All right, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Lisa just caught a huge fish. I thought I was recording, but I did not. So if you're seeing this on Lisa's channel, I apologize.
Anyway, he ended up catching a salmon as well, and we went back to the lodge victorious. We put up our gear, and I'm just now realizing this as I edit, but Max made me this bagel with salmon, and I'm seeing it now that it was an apology again for not recording. Our next stop was to the processing plant to gut and fillet the fish we just caught. I did a much better job at filleting than my first time. We bagged them up and got them ready to go on an adventure.
About to go out kayaking to the other side of the island over there.
It took us a good 30 to 45 minutes to kayak to this island. It was really great exercise with a gorgeous view. When we got to the island, we had a wine cheers and then we built a fire to cook the fish that we caught.
Ready? The fact that worked. Here is the water level right now.
Oh man.
Creeping up.
That looks like some good salmon. That is unbelievable.
It is. I don't know if we can actually be friends after this.
Maybe take a bite or like pull up a bite.
Honestly, I can barely see because of all the smoke in my eyes, but I'm gonna go for a bite. Lisa, you gotta try this. It's milky.
You said. It almost looks like a tongue. Like
Roast pepper down there. Got some spicy fumes happening, roasting some peppers.
Why does it look like that?
Did we decide that this is bad to eat?
Oh man.
so over the fire you get the smokiness. But I will chase it with some jalapeno. I need to get Max the Meat Guy's expertise on this. So tell me why this layout?
Good airflow, stackability. We do need some tinder at the bottom, ideally.
So this was the day. We went fishing, caught our salmon, filleted ourselves, kayaked to an island, built a fire, and here we are eating the fruits of our labor. All I can say is if you can find chill friends to go on trips with, do it. There can be so many moments that can be high stressed, bad outcome situations, but when you're with the right people, it's just an adventure.
It does not get better than this.
The rest of the night was just spent talking about top secret stuff. Okay, not really, but we cleaned up and then kayaked back. This trip was everything I could have hoped for and more. I hope you all enjoyed this glimpse into this wonderful state and the great people here. Cordova, Alaska holds a special place in my heart. Also, if you have made it this far, comment down below and let Max know that everything is okay. Thanks for joining me as I journeyed through Alaska. Let me know if you enjoyed this type of video, and I will see you all in the next one.